Boys and girls, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last episode, we avoided the Legion snail that's been chasing us for 1,000 years, as we are immortal, but we have to avoid him every day. My edgy-ass character is edgy as hell. I started this playthrough when I had a haircut that was different. Not that it's identical to the one in-game, but it was the one in-game that was closest to the pompadour I had. And now I just have a pretty standard, like, buzz cut. Not a buzz cut, but I can't really think of any other way to describe it. Just a normal-ass haircut. That's irrelevant. None of you care. That's crazy. Anyway. Oh, there's a baseball in the dumpster. That was the meat and potatoes of the video I posted last time. It was running away from the Legionnaire that was trying to tell me that we've been marked for death. We avoided him pretty well the entire episode, to be honest, but now we're going to be progressing into different parts of the world, and, you know, they might catch me. Just like Eddie will. The only other thing we really accomplished was taking out pretty much every lake lurk in the game, so. It was a fun episode back into New Vegas. This episode, we're gonna explore this little part of the map down here. We already discovered we can't go to dry wells. It's not a thing that's accessible from the mainland. Or if it is, I'm an idiot and I'll never figure it out. Apparently I am right on top of the Smith Mesa Prospector Camp, so guess what? We're going there first. It was like above me. Or behind me and to my left. Yeah, right here. Oh, there's a dog? Hello? Prospector's dog. So, where's the prospector? Presumably his name is Smith Mesa. Where is he at? Or, like, is he dead because none of this stuff is set to owned? I can't interact with the dog. It has two different colored eyes. I've never been here before. I can't interact with the dog, and that hurts my feelings. However, I'm taking the dog's stuff. As much as I would love to say interesting, as I take another star bottle cap I don't need, I would kinda be lying, because there's literally nothing happening here other than a dog existing. Anyway, fun. Fun. Content, we love that. One of these places I do believe I've tried to go to before, and I got boo-bopped by a pack of Night Stalkers. Actually, no, I lied. I'm thinking of the map in the wrong orientation. Morningstar Cavern, rather, is where I got boo-bopped by the Night Stalkers. I wanted to explore this part of the map like when I was level 7 on my way to the Mojave Outpost, and, I shouldn't have. It was a mistake. The Night Stalkers ran my pockets because at that point in the game, all I had was, at best, a 10mm submachine gun? Probably something better. I might have had Paciencia. Just because of some early game cheese. Either way, I wasn't equipped to take on a pack of Night Stalkers. We're kind of in a part of the world where there isn't anything, and I think I'm walking straight into a wall. I need to go right. I need to go over here. And potentially I need to be up there. Which, maybe I have to go left to go right. Or potentially I'm just kind of stuck and I have to go up to come down. Because now we're just kind of over here where I was last episode. And that doesn't necessarily get me any closer to my goal. Yeah, my only real hope is I can walk up this. And kind of? Bethesda physics our way up the side of a mountain? Alright, we made it to the first plateau. That's a good sign. Now we're getting into the terrain where, like, some of it probably isn't textured and I'm gonna fall into it. Which is gonna suck whenever I find that exact pixel that doesn't have a texture. Or a hitbox. But for now, we are chillin'. I also may have just wasted hella time, because it appears Unless I'm doing God's work right now, I'm actually going to have to go up to come down. Unless I just made the best play ever, and that's exactly what I was supposed to do that entire time, which... You know, if I'm a genius, I'm a genius. There's red people here. Alright, this is Cottonwood Crater. Those are just geckos, and I can't hit them because they're running, so... Pay attention to my rads, because I was a little irradiated when I came here. Okay. They're dead. Let me drop a quick save real quick, and let's take some radiation drugs. Alright, that'll be good enough for the time being. So what is over here? Prospector. Would you happen to be... You had a fat man. That's cool. I can't take it because I won't be able to walk, but you do have it. Are you the prospector for the dog? Is that going to be the headcanon I make? Because I don't know where that dog's owner is. Let's see if I can clear up some inventory space real quick. There, it dropped some of the stuff I'm actually never going to use. I don't know why I picked up the 44 Magnum off this guy's body anyway. We can take the fat man and potentially sell it. For what reason? I actually have no idea, because not like I need money, but do it anyway. Is this a cave I can go into? Fire Root Cavern. Do I want to know about the Fire Root Cavern? That was the legendary fire gecko. Are we sure? The legendary fire gecko was like the easiest legendary enemy I think I've ever fought. But like, okay, if you say so. And Veronica knocked me off the ledge. Fantastic. Well, while I'm down here, is there anything down here I need? Honestly, no. It doesn't look like there's anything down here. Oh, I lied. There's this. Nothing too insane, but definitely some supplies worth taking. Alright, let's head back up and go on the ledge and hopefully not get knocked off by Veronica this time. And before I get over here and there was no reason to come over here. And this goes here. And we've officially discovered Fire Root Cavern. There were 2 ways into that. Okay.
Trouble.
I took the hard way. We are close enough to do damage to these fire geckos, but far enough away that they'll never know I was here. Brother, I need you to, like, stop existing. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so Fire Root Cavern. What's... over here? How did I don't rightly know. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not even going to try to comprehend it. So we went in there and then came out here. Presumably the way you were supposed to go was in this door and then come out at Cottonwood Crater. But again, I like doing literally everything the hard way. So alright, next up is going to be Searchlight East Gold Mine. I think getting into Feral Ghoul territory. And at the time I'm recording this, I haven't had a chance to look and see if anybody said what games I should be looking into playing next. It's technically the next day after I recorded the last episode where I asked that, so... I'm sure somebody has said something at this point on one of the platforms I've asked on, but I'll have to take a look and see. And I have to actually force myself to, like, mod Stalker Clear Sky, so I can play it, because I feel like most people are gonna want me to move into that game. But I just gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Alright, we're heading into Searchlight now. There are some yellow people, and then there's red. Who's yellow? Are you turrets? Yeah, you're just turrets. Okay, okay, okay. So what I need is over here somewhere. Looks like there's a convenient path down to it, so let's take it. Surprisingly, less ghouls than I thought there would be, and I also could have walked here from where I was coming, but I, again, took the long way. So anyway, into the cave. The mine, rather. This is a proper mine. No radiation, thank God. Looks like a pretty open area where there might potentially be something that wants to kill me, though. Pickaxes. Mine diamonds. We're getting into, like... Yes.
Uh-oh.
Who are you? Vipers. That is insane. You're just a random raider faction that has no reason to actually exist in the wasteland other than lore reasons, and you're all dead, so... Yeah, so, GG's, have fun, go back to Fallout 1. That might be the second instance, rather, of Vipers in this game. The other one is, like, the ambush outside of Nipton. Like, you probably run into at the very beginning of the game on the way to Novak. Is that it? Like, I don't want to sound underwhelmed, but, like, is there a reason they were here? Were they trying to get rich, find gold? Because if they were trying to find diamonds, they're not low enough. They got to get down to, Y13. At least. Damn, is that it? Was the entire point this mine exists just an encounter with Vipers? Because if so, that's actually kind of hella a letdown. Okay. Oh, hi, there's more. Both instances in this game where you find Vipers, they ambush you. Oh, you're the Viper leader. You're different.
I'm gonna need some new...
Alright, you're Viper leader. What makes you different? 308 round. Bottle cap, hunting rifle. The only thing that makes you different is you had an actual rifle and you had actual armor. That is the only thing that separates you. I mean, that's... Unless I'm just missing something, which again, it's always a possibility that I just walked by something, but like if that's the only reason this mine is a thing, that's a letdown, dude. Anyway, back outside into green filter land. Alright, so next up is the airport. Which... I don't know if I didn't go there on purpose, because I knew at some point I'd be making this video. Or if I just didn't go there because of another reason. But we haven't been to the Searchlight airport yet, so... That is where we're heading. Been here before in a few playthroughs. I think there's just some decent-ish style loot. And that might be it. I also think there's some rad scorpions to fight, which is always a great time. But if there's anything, like, super duper legendary, I don't remember. More geckos, though. Okay, they're golden geckos. These are kind of like the least dangerous ones. Green geckos actually might be the least dangerous. The ones I hate fighting are the fire geckos, just because they burn you from like a really obnoxious distance away. They're just this game's version of fire ants from, struggling to remember that town name in Fallout 3. I'm not gonna lie, that scared me. I want to say Grey Garden, but it's not Grey Garden. Grey Garden's a settlement in Fallout 4, isn't it? My lack of Fallout knowledge is showing, and it's embarrassing. Damn, I cannot remember the name of that town. I remember the dude's name. I remember that's where you find Brian Wilkes. I just straight up don't remember the town name. How does one get into the airport? Do I have to go under? I might have to go under. I don't think there's a broken fence. I'm not gonna lie again, that bothered me so much I had to stop and look it up. The town name is Grey Ditch. That is, it's so obnoxious. Alright, the rad scorpions want to fight already. And Eddie melted him. I'm gonna let my companions deal with those guys while I explore this side of the runway for right now. Yeah, man, like, I had the color right. I knew it was gray, I just couldn't remember gray what. But Grey Ditch, Brian Wilkes. You send him to live with his aunt if you get the good ending to that quest in Rivet City. That he somehow knows he has an aunt in Rivet City. With a completely different name. I don't know, maybe it's not that hard to figure out where you have family in the wasteland. I'm just overestimating how hard it is, but considering how, like, how daunting it is, it seems, to travel in the wasteland, especially from Grey Ditch, Megaton area to, like, anywhere without, like, an armored escort. Gun, hello? I don't know how families stay in touch, to be honest. Because it seems like when most people are in settlements, unless they're just actually a trader, they don't really leave the settlement. They just kind of stay there. There's nothing in those corners. I think there were boxes underneath this airplane. Ammo? Won't say no. More ammo. And that's scrap. I don't want it. And, hey, let's work our way back and go towards the terminal building. But yeah, I don't know how people in Fallout 3, like, not like characters, not like me the player and we the people players. I don't know how people in, like, the game, citizens of the Capital Wasteland, get around the Capital Wasteland because of how many damn invisible walls and barriers there are. Thanks, Bethesda. Your horrible world design made us take the stupid metros, which are unsafe. And if we, the main characters, are like the people clearing out every metro we go through, there's just no way that the, like, random NPCs are doing it. Because otherwise they wouldn't be occupied by ghouls. Thanks, Bethesda. Great map design. There we go, bottle caps. 900 free bottle caps and a free bobby pin. What a time to be alive. There's one more scorpion. I think that's him. Making life hard because he's in the ground. Come on, brother. Okay, you're dead. Nope, there's another one. Where? Oh, those are ghouls. Alright, no. We're safe. They can't get me. Alright, let's explore the rest of the corners. Unfortunately, I do believe that was it. It was just the trunks with the caps and the other little ammo box deposit on the other side, but maybe I'll run into something I don't remember. There's 3 different types of random tanks, and I don't honestly know what any of them would be. Part of me was thinking they were fuel tanks, and, like, this one probably is, but, like, none of the vehicles in the Fallout universe run on oil-based fuel sources, don't they? Those ones over there, the far ones, say in biohazard, infectious, toxic waste, whatever. Those ones don't have any markings, and this one has the flammable one. But I don't know what would be flammable. I don't know, maybe airplanes still use oil. I don't know. Alright, those are the trunks we opened. There's nothing else here, so let's skedaddle. So next up would be these places over here. So in order to do that, I think, I don't know what would be better. Let's just go to the crash vertibird. I've been here, so I know it's safe. Oh, hello, Veronica. You are in me. I think I've also looted the downed vertebrate, so... okay, Eddie is going... somewhere. Eddie, where are you going? You know what? Probably not important. I gotta let the iBot do the iBot stuff, so... Anyway, we explored some more mines, we explored the airport, got some decent dish loot. At this point in the game, doesn't really impact me personally, but for people that aren't at the end game, I'm sure that loot can come in very much handy. Why is that flower so bright? And next episode, we're going to go up the hill and explore the old nuclear test site. So, I want to thank you guys for joining me on another expedition and another yap journey, because, I mean, let's be real, I talked quite a bit during this episode, at least it feels like I did. Until next episode, boys and girls, I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you then. The Hand Up Pizza.